Okay, how are you today? Now, what you should be doing is you should be working on those skills to work on the 6 components now straight away. So the minute the information comes to you, it's important that you take it on. Now, right, what we've been talking about the cycle of change, which eliminates failure. With this, right, I have seen signs on schools, if you're not failing, you're not progressing. I really don't agree with that. If you're not making mistakes, you're not progressing. Because if you're continuously not making mistakes, well, you're not learning from anything, so you're going to more or less stay where you are. But when you're failing, I find, right, that what you're doing is you're wasting your own time and you're not really taking responsibility. So this is how the thinking of eliminating failure comes from, right? Just say, right, if you can imagine a circle, and you will see it on this program, if you can imagine a circle with 6 sections in it, and the first section is oblivion. And oblivion is a place, right, where people believe that it's good to fail. It's not good to fail. It's good to make mistakes. Failure is wasting time, and it's wasting your time, which is very, very valuable. The next section of that, right, is when you come out of oblivion, you move into a box, right, where you become aware of what you have to do, and then you take responsibility and do it. The next box is how you do it. And how you do it, right, is you put in proper planning. I keep saying to people, right, what makes perfect? And people say practice. No, it doesn't. Perfect practice makes perfect. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to get the planning as perfect as you possibly can to your knowledge, and those mentors that will be talking to you as well. That's where your planning comes from. But of course, right, the next section then, right, is action. If you are not going to put action with your planning, it's not going to work. But it's got to be proper action again. You can't be half doing it. And that's what you got to understand. Now, right, what you're talking about, right, is you moved out of oblivion, you've moved into awareness and taking responsibility for it. Then you moved into proper planning. In other words, you're about to make proper planning so you can do proper action. The next stage is a stage where you get results, you understand them, you analyze them, you build from your foundation, and you keep maintaining your good results. And you learn from your mistakes, and you constantly improve. Now, as well as being in the cycle of change, every now and again, something happens. You break up with your girlfriend, someone passes away, you break a leg in playing hurling and football, right? So your dynamic changes. That's a comfort zone. There's nothing wrong with a comfort zone, but what you got to do is you got to have good people in there so you can get out of there as fast as you can. Because outside the comfort zone area, right, that's where all the action and that's where all the excitement and that's where all the learning is. But you do the cycle of change and you do it right. In other words, right, you take responsibility for your awarenesses, right, and you will eliminate failure. Every time you step out of the cycle of change and you don't plan properly, you don't put action properly, you don't take responsibility for your awarenesses, right, and you don't look at the results, failure is pending, okay? So I want you to make sure that you look at the cycle of change. Now, right, just getting your attention again, in case you were nodding off. This is vitally important. It's one of the skills, right, that you really need to concentrate on as well. So my next skill, right, look forward to it. This is vitally important. Have a great day.